Top 5 most important assassinations in history. Number 5. Benazir Bhutto, former Prime Minister of Pakistan, was assassinated in 2007. While no longer a sitting head of state, Bhutto's influence in Pakistani politics was considerable. A moderate voice in a country fraught with extremism, her death at the hands of Islamic militants may have single-handedly destroyed any chance the nation might have had for political stability. Number 4. US President John F. Kennedy was just one of 4 US presidents to die at the hands of an assassin, but none were as public or had as much impact on the American psyche as did the death of the young former senator from Massachusetts. Number 3. Mahatma Gandhi. This Indian political activist and leader was assassinated in 1948. The voice of non-violence in an increasingly violent world, when the emaciated Indian leader was gunned down on the streets of New Delhi by a university student turned activist, it was a tremendous blow not only to India but to the entire world. Number 2. Civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. While it's impossible to know how things would have gone for the black community in the late 60s and early 70s had King not been silenced by an assassin, the loss of their chief spokesman in 1968 was unquestionably a huge blow to the entire civil rights movement. Number 1. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, this heir apparent to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in 1914. So why does this guy make it to the number 1 on the list? After all, it's hard to imagine that the assassination of a fairly obscure nobleman could have huge repercussions, much less be the most important assassination in history. However, the death of the Archduke and his wife as they rode in an open car through the streets of Sarajevo had immediate and profound repercussions. The result? World War I, arguably one of the bloodiest and most futile conflicts in history, the final death toll of which was 15 million people. Certainly, far better known and more powerful people have been assassinated over the years, but none had the consequences this single act of mindless brutality entailed.